Hi, I'm Anirudh. I race in the MRF Saloons Etios Cup. I'm currently in a three-way battle with Diana and Kesara and myself for the title of the championship. It's definitely been quite a challenging season. Uh, we've had to work a lot on the car, make sure it's perfectly set up for my driving style. I came into this season knowing that I would be fighting for the title, but when Kesara came, it was quite a challenge because we did not know how well he drives or what kind of a driver he is, and it turned out that he was really good, and it was like a wild card, and we had to work with you know uh, having a third driver in the battle. And I would say it's been a fun challenge because when you have more drivers who give you a tough race, I think there's nothing more fun than that. The title can really go in any way. It can go to either Diana, it can go to Kesara, or it can be mine as well. And I really hope it works in my favor.
Hi guys, I'm Tarushi Vikram from Chikmagalur. I'm currently in the 4th position in the championship. I'm driving for Team Redline Racing. These past few months have been good fun. I've not just been doing tarmac. I've been doing a lot of dirt racing. I've done my first rally. It's helped a bit. I've learned to lose the car and get it back in my control. I hope to be doing much better this time. Honestly, I don't really believe this whole gender separation in motorsport because the car's the same, the track's the same, and why should the gender differentiate us? I'm in St. Joseph's University in Bangalore, and they've been really helpful. They've been supporting all my motorsport events, and they help me with all my studies. My dad was actually a national rally champion, and he's encouraged me into the sport, and he's been my backbone all these years. And even my mom, she's also supported me in all my events. My family's been a very helpful backbone for me.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the start grid. We've got 3 minutes left to the start of another epic showdown. It's the combined grid, which means we've got two categories racing together for the next race. It's a 10-lap intense battle showdown between two of these categories. It's the Polo Cup and the MRF Saloons. It's their race 2 in the combined grid race. And in the front of the pack, we've got the Polo Cup cars, 8 of them to be specific, and right behind them are the MRF Saloon cars. 7 cars in the MRF Saloons battling it out for the championship now. Starting off in pole in the Volkswagen Polo Cup is Romer Arya. In P2 is Savla Munjal. In P3 is Aditya Patnaik. In P4 is Saurabh Ajis. In P5 is Dhruv Chavan. In P6 is Anwar Avik. In P7, Rahul Deshpande. And in P8 is Neville Tata. In the MRF Saloons, it's the reverse grid. So we've got two young, the youngest 17-year-old racers, Kesra Godage and Muskan Jubal, starting from pole in P9 and P10 of the combined grid. Tarshi Vikram, who finished third in yesterday's race, starts from P11. Anirudh Arvind, who finished second in yesterday's race, starts from P12. And Diana Pundol, who finished yesterday's race with a win, starts from P13. B. Navin Raj in P14 and Rohit in P15. 15-car grid, and we are ready to go racing. Stay tuned to catch the live racing action right now. A very good afternoon, race fans. Welcome back. We've had a slight delay in the race start, but we're finally ready to go racing back here before a short lunch recess, and then we kick off the afternoon set of races. It's race 11 of the weekend, race 2 in the Polo Cup and MRF Saloon combined grid. Let's take a quick look at our grid. Starting off in pole is Romer Arya. On car number 8 in P2 is Savla Munjal. In P3 is Aditya Patnaik. In P4 is Ojas Surve. In P5 is Dhruv Chavan. In P6, Anwar Avik. In P7 is Rahul Deshpande. And in P8 is Neville Tata, closing 4 rows of that front order. In the MRF Saloons, Kesra Godage starts from pole in the reverse grid. The 17-year-old, along with Muskan Jubal, starts from P2. The other 17-year-old woman driver here, one of the strong women drivers emerging to be a fast contender in this battle. In P11, starting off from row 6, is yesterday's P3 winner Tarushi Vikram. And in P12 is yesterday's P2 winner Anirudh Arvind. In P13 is yesterday's race winner Diana Pundol and the championship leader. In P14 is B. Navin Raj, and in P15 is Rohit VRR. So 8 cars on the grid today, 8 rows on the grid today. 15 cars in the grid. It's the Polo Cup and the MRF Saloons racing together in a combined grid. We're definitely going to see some traffic coming in along in that first half of the lap. The competition in both these categories are quite strong in the MRF saloons. Kesra Godage, Diana Pundol, Tarushi Vikram, Aniruddha Arvind are all in a heated battle for the championship, with Diana Pundol leading the charge. In the Polo Cup, it is Romer Arya, Sabla Munjal, Aditya Patnaik, Ojas Surve and Dhruv Chavan that have clearly emerged to be the championship contenders and battling it out for points, because this is a very crucial run as we go into the season finale next month. Final checks done, the drivers are ready, the cars are prepped, we are ready. Stay tuned, folks. We are a moment away from another epic race start. 10 laps on the board to the checkered flag. But 35 degrees on the weather radar now. Real feel at about 40 degrees. 5-second board is out. Lights are coming on. We are ready to go racing. And it's lights on. It's a great start for the front row here. They're all firing through, and for the MRF saloons. Good start for the front row runners here. Looks like Aditya Patnaik making the most out of that start. Brilliant execution by Aditya Patnaik from P3. He managed to get ahead. Aniruddha Arvind there for the MRF saloons, along with Kesra Godage, will be fighting for the top step on the podium. Diana Pundol now fighting through that mid-pack. She's got a bit of traffic ahead of her. In the polo cars, Aditya Patnaik has come back for a redemption drive. He hasn't been having the greatest of races after yesterday's race one, but this is a whole new Aditya Patnaik we're seeing now. He's put that car on fire, literally blazing through the first lap of this race. Just look at the pace that he's carrying. Car number 2, Aditya Patnaik for the Polo Cup, clearly striking distance. Here is number 95, Tarushi Vikram there. Here are the MRF saloons. These are the top runners at the first half lap of this race. We are on the back straight now. Cars are lining up through into turn 8 and turn 9. Number 23, Kesra Godage in the charge. Aniruddha Arvind has claimed a P2. Diana Pundol in hot pursuit with Tarushi Vikram right behind. We've also got Muskan Jubal. 2 17-year-olds started off this race in that front row. Kesra Godage is leading the charge. Muskan Jubal there, number 7, car number 7, now right behind the championship leader, Diana Pundol. This could be a great opportunity for her to really make her mark. She's out of podium contention in P4, but if she can stick along close enough to the championship leader, it could really help her case in picking up that pace, in bringing the fight to the top guns here. Out there in the Polo Cup, Aditya Patnaik clearly in the lead, in the charge. Car number 8, Romer Arya, the pole man, now sitting in P2 with Sabla Munjal right behind, but Sabla gets on the inside. What a easy move that was for Sabla Munjal. He gets ahead of Romer Arya. 9 laps remaining to the checkered flag. This is the battle for P2 in the Polo Cup. Aditya Patnaik has been flying through the first lap. He clocked in a 157.307. In the Toyota Etios, the MRF saloons, there is our championship leader. We're driving with Muskan Jubal on car number 7, scrambling for position now. She's on a lonesome P4 and she's losing ground to Diana Pundol there. Car number 5 seems to have secured that P2 comfortably. Sabla Munjal in P2, Romer Arya in P3, Dhruv Chavan in P4, Anvaravik in P5. We're at the back straight at turn 8, turn 9. Driving with Tarshi Vikram, who's probably coming under pressure from Naveen Raj and Rohit VRR. Here is Aniruddha Arvind in P2. Diana Pandol in P3. Last time around, Diana clocked in 207.806 and Aniruddha 207.934. So Diana was slightly quicker than Aniruddha Arvind there. Kesra Godage clocking in at 207.934. We're at the end of lap 2. Kesra Godage clearly having the lead here. He's in a comfortable spot. Man from Sri Lanka, flown all the way to Chennai to put his name on the map, to be crowned the 2024 champion. It's going to be a hard one, but he needs to win every single race from here on to bring that fight to Diana. Although the margin of lead that Diana has isn't that big, she needs to be able to get ahead of Aniruddha Arvind and pick up a fight with Kesra Godage here for that championship lead, to extend her lead comfortably for the season finale. Aniruddha Arvind still comfortable in that P2, and it's Muskan Jubal who's currently in P4. This is a great time for Muskan. Two of the youngest drivers, Muskan and Kesra Godage. We've got 3 women drivers in the MRF saloons. Diana Pandol, the championship leader. Tarshi Vikram, she's had a couple of podium finishes from last round and this round. And we have Tarshi and Muskan Jubal. Diana now closing in on Aniruddha Arvind there. We could see a battle for position here. Kesra enjoying his time in the front. He's clearly starting to pull away from the rest of the pack here. Diana trying to be as close as possible. And looks like there is some change in action here. Number 23, Kesra Godage, our race leader. Something went wrong there for him. He had a comfortable lead and now he's in P3. Diana Pandol going on the inside. Ooh, she's trying to make a move on Aniruddha Arvind here, but not close enough. This is not the end of the race. 7 laps remaining to the checkered flag. Kesra Godage somehow has gone from P1 to P3. I wonder if he's having car trouble or if he made a mistake in one of the earlier corners. But this is a big change and turn of events here. Muskan Jubal now closely reeling in Kesara. Aniruddha Arvind not letting go without a fight. He isn't giving room to number 15 to get ahead. Muskan Jubal now going on the outside of turn 4. A valiant effort, but not close enough. Didn't have enough room to make that work. Kesara slams the door shut there on Muskan Jubal. Brilliant racing from the MRF Saloon cars here. What a change in turn of events here. We're on the back straight. Diana Pandol now steps out. Gets ready for a fight. Gets in the inside. Aniruddha Arvind trying to keep a more defensive approach there. Not giving room to Diana. And it's Muskan Jubal that gets ahead of Kesra Godage. Kesra definitely having some trouble here with the car. A very different Kesra we're seeing in terms of pace. He's losing momentum and he's losing position. Tarshi Vikram now on right on the tail of Kesra Godage. In the front, Aniruddha Arvind still leading the charge, but coming under a lot of pressure from Diana Pandol. Diana needs to find a little bit of wiggle room to close that gap. Six laps to the checkered flag. Diana in P2, Aniruddha in the lead position. We got Muskan Jubal now fighting for a podium finish. This could be a brilliant, brilliant day at the office for Muskan Jubal. It could be a first podium finish in 2024. Brilliant racing from the young 17-year-old. And here is our race leader, Aditya Patnaik, car number 2, leading the charge very, very comfortably there. Here we're driving with car number 12. Looks like the positions are kind of settling into their own pace. Savla Munjal still in P2. Romeraria not able to make a move yet in P3. That gap still remaining the same between Savla Munjal and Romeraria here. Dhruv Chavan in P4. Here is Aditya Patnaik, car number 2, leading the charge. Comfortable in that front order. From P3 to taking that lead. Very well done from Aditya Patnaik. Last time around he clocked in a 156.108, Savla Munjal a 156.904, Romeraria a 156.844, Dhruv Chavan a 157.161, Oja Survey a 158.570. This championship is wide open because the positions keep changing. We've seen in each race a driver taking charge of it and really putting pressure on every other competitor. And we've seen the winners constantly change race after race. But our top 5 have consistently seen a single occurrence at least on the podium. Oh, look at this. I just saw number 23, Kesara Godage, drive back into the pits. Looks like that's the end of the race for the Sri Lankan. Tough day at the office for Kesara Godage. He had to come into the pits. Not the best of finish for Kesara. Looks like he's having some trouble with his car. Clearly was losing too many positions in that last race. Here is Muskan Jubal. She's on track to claiming a P3 finish. We've got Tarshi Vikram right behind, trying to chase down Muskan Jubal. So 3 of the women drivers are right behind each other. Diana leading in P2, Muskan Jubal in P3, and Tarshi Vikram in P4. Look at the lead Aditya Patnaik has carved for himself over Romeraria and Savla Munjal. Driving with the likes of Savla Munjal and Romeraria. Romeraria now slowly trying to reel in Savla Munjal here. Right behind is Dhruv Chavan with Oja Survey trailing behind in P5. In the front, Aniruddha Arvind, now the race leader, looking comfortable there, and he's kept Diana Pandol right at P2, hasn't let her overtake just yet. And I think Diana playing a bit of strategy here, waiting for the right moment, wherein we've got 4 laps remaining to the checkered flag now. She's close enough, and she's slightly quicker in terms of lap times compared to Aniruddha Arvind. Last time around, Aniruddha Arvind clocked in a 205.368. Diana Punnola 205.433. And that's where Aniruddha has stepped up the pace slightly. 1/10 of a difference in terms of lap times between Aniruddha Arvind and Diana Punnola. Muskan Jubal still holding forward in P3. This could be a very good and positive finish for Muskan Jubal, the young 17-year-old girl here. It's another time this weekend where we're seeing two women drivers on the podium finish. Here we drive with Aditya Patnaik, the race leader for the Polo Cup. Savla Munjal still in P2. With Romit Arya now closing in slowly but steadily closing in. That gap seems to be reducing ever so lightly between Savla Munjal and Romit Arya. Currently fighting for P2. Here is the lead that Aditya Patnaik has over his competition. Brilliantly executed. I think Aditya Patnaik has got his winning mix back. This definitely puts him in a great spot for that championship battle. His competitors were very close to him in that championship fight. This could extend that lead and give him a little bit of breathing room. Dhruv Chavan still not able to close in on Romit Arya here. And we got Ojas Surve right behind. Ooh, this is getting close now. Romit Arya reeling in, and he's in rear view mirror vicinity for number 5, Savla Munjal. Savla going through turn 12. Hard on the throttle now. Romit Arya trying to get a little bit of slipstream advantage, but he's not close enough. He needs to be a little closer to really gain on Savla Munjal here. 2 laps to go. Aditya Patnaik leads the charge. Not much changes in the action here. Ooh, tight battling here between Savla Munjal and Romit Arya. Savla doing everything he can to outpace Romit Arya at this point. Savla Munjal clocked in a 157.853. Romit Arya 157.669. So he's slightly quicker. Romit Arya from P3 definitely slightly quicker than Savla Munjal at this point. Aniruddha Arvind still holding fort in the lead. Diana Pandole in P2. But they're ever so close to that battle. 2 laps remaining to the checkered flag now for our race leaders in the MRF saloons. Back in the Polo Cup, Aditya Patnaik leads the charge, going into the final corner. We're going into the final lap, ladies and gentlemen, for the Polo Cup. Aditya Patnaik crosses the line. The race leader from start to finish, from P3 to P1, and he has kept it going. He got a fantastic start, really got a good launch, and then just never looked back. Savla Munjal was able to take on Romit Arya early on and get that lead, but now he's coming under pressure. We're in the final lap. There could be a battle for that P2 finish between Savla Munjal and Romit Arya here. Romit, the closest he's ever been now to Savla Munjal after that overtake. Dhruv Chavan and Ojas Surve not able to close in on Savla and Romit Arya here. Ooh, slightly wide there for Savla Munjal. He was trying to cut in a little, but couldn't get the car to really turn. He had to shave off some speed before he could get the car to turn. Number 5 still leading the charge. Aditya Patnaik still in the lead now. In the MRF Saloons, the race leaders are crossing the start-finish line for their final lap showdown. Ooh, a dog there somehow getting into the track. Last sector for the Polo Cup. Number 2, Aditya Patnaik leading the charge. Oh, so strong. What a comeback to the top step of the podium for Aditya Patnaik. In the combined grade, the checkered flag waves. It's Aditya Patnaik that takes the win. Brilliant racing from Aditya. He's back on the top step of the podium. Take a bow, Aditya. That was a very well executed race. And in P2, Savla Munjal retains his position and takes home some valuable points, while Roman Miraria has to settle for a P3 with Dhruv Chavan in P4, Ojas Surve in P5, Anwar Avik in P6 and Rahul Deshpande in P7. In the MRF Saloons, the battle is on. We've got half a lap remaining. Anirudh Arvind is coming under a lot of pressure here from Diana Pundol. And look at that, Muskan Jubal is closing in on the top 2. With Tarshi Vikram also joining this mix. This could be a fantastic battle. We're in the back straight. Anirudh Arvind leading the charge. But now, Muskan Jubal is close enough to make a move on Diana Pundol. We're in the final stages of this race. The last sector, Anirudh Arvind coming under pressure. Can Diana make the move? Or will Muskan Jubal be able to make a big, miraculous move in the final corner? She's smelling victory. P3, P2, or P1, what is it going to be? Anirudh Arvind leads the charge. Diana in P2, Muskan in P3, and Tarshi Vikram. Let's not count her out. She's very close to make a move. Final corner, it's time to throw it all out. Number 18, number 15, number 7, and number 95. The checkered flag waves. It's Anirudh Arvind that takes the win. Diana Pundol in P2. And look at that, the first ever podium for Muskan Jubal. One of the youngest drivers in the grid here. The 17-year-old takes her first podium in the MRF Saloon Car category race for 2024. Tarshi Vikram settles for a P4, just missing out on that podium finish. Brilliant racing for both the categories in the Polo Cup as well as the MRF Saloons. Anirudh Arvind this time around got the better of the competition here. Very well executed race strategy from number 18, Anirudh Arvind there. Really put on a brilliant show. 10 lap of intense racing action. Concluded finally. Well, folks, that's the end of the combined category race. We are going to be catching up with our winners in the Polo Cup as well as the MRF Saloons. It's Aditya Patnaik in P1, Savla Munjal in P2, Romeraria in P3. And in the MRF Saloons, it's Anirudh Arvind in P1, Diana Pundol in P2. And Muskan Jubal in P3, taking her first ever podium finish. Stay tuned, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be catching up with our winners right here at the park for me. Let's hear it from our winners on how their race went. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So the winner of MRF Saloons category this time, and another podium finish, back-to-back podium, but this time as a winner. Aniruddha Arvind, the contest is really hotting up.
Really hot. It's a really hot contest. I will have to say this is probably one of the toughest races of my life. I think I had to defend from the first corner to the last corner, all 10 laps. I'm out of breath actually, and amazing race. I think I gave everything I had, and I couldn't. I think one more lap I wouldn't have been able to hold on. Superb drive. She's giving me killer eyes now. Muskan also I think drove pretty well. I was fighting with the car a little bit, but I was fighting with the car a lot, and pulled something out of the hat. I mean, I almost can't believe it. So I'm really happy. Thank you.
And in second place, the championship leader still, Diana Pandol. What wheel-to-wheel racing that was.
It was beautiful, very exciting, challenged me the most among all the races this season. I think the last time I had this kind of experience was with Angad. This time, today's race, I really enjoyed myself. I mean, he knows that I'm faster than him, but I just let him go. So he owes me big time.
One more race to go. We'll see you.
Thank you, yeah.
Finishing P3, we have Muskan Jewel, the youngest at 17 years, and your first podium as well this season.
So this is my first podium, quite excited. Had a great start. Got hit to going into corner 3, but still tried to keep up with the leaders, and just tried to keep the car on track because of the heat. The car is just washing off on every corner, so just tried to keep the car on track and have a great race.
We are also expecting a lot from Muskan, fighting it out with like Diana, like you almost tried to get P2.
Almost, yeah. I was pretty close, but then Aniruddha and Diana were having their own fight. So I was like, why ruin it for them? Just settle for P3.
Enjoy your podium.
Thank you so much.
And the winner in Polo Cup Race 5, you're back on the podium, Aditya Patnaik, and what a move at the start.
Yeah, it was a fantastic start. Went up to P1 immediately by turn 1 and was just pulling a gap every single lap. I looked behind, there was nobody for the entire stage, so I just backed off. It was a just conservative race. Good, I'm glad with the points, but wish I would have not made mistakes earlier. That's okay. We'll look at the next one. One more race left, if you won't believe it.
We definitely look forward to it.
Yeah, thank you.
And finishing P2 this time, one better. It's Savla Munjal, and the smile is getting bigger.
For sure, for sure. No, it was wonderful. I started second, lost a position in the start, but then could make up one more position thanks to everyone was fair and it was lovely racing. And I was having a small car issue, but I somehow managed to hold the car well. And yeah, we brought home one more trophy, and that's lovely. Yes.
Enjoy the moment, and we'll see you after the next one.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
3 podiums in a row, Roma, for you, and this one is like a little tough one. But how was the race?
It was what I was expecting. I know Patnaik and Munjal were both on obviously fresh set of tires, so I was expecting them to come around, sometime. Luckily, I was still able to maintain with Munjal. I was sometimes even able to catch up to him. But all in all, it was a good race. Not disappointed. I was expecting P3, and I got P3.
Yeah, and also, as the youngest on the grid in the Polo Cup category, you've really impressed us.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, having the rookie title and also being the youngest on the grid is definitely something. Motorsports, isn't easy. Everyone knows it's quite expensive. So, anyone who wants to reach out can always do that. I have my own website, romerarya.com, and you can always find me through there.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.